Namaskar and welcome. You're watching Newsnight. I'm Sakal Bhatt and tonight we are leading with Honorable Prime Minister's popular Pariksha Pe Charcha outreach, which concluded just a while back, once again witnessing a mammoth response nationwide from not only student community but also from parents and teachers fraternity. And this time around, the fourth installment of Pariksha Pe Charcha was very unique, very different in many ways. We will be having a special guest joining us on the show tonight. Well, they are someone who had the rare honor of interacting with the Honorable Prime Minister himself in Pariksha Pe Charcha and much more. We'll be also getting you a quick update on the COVID and vaccination front and other national stories that we have been tracking for you throughout the day. But first up on Newsnight, here are the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with students, parents and educators in a virtual session of Pariksha Pe Charcha 2021. Youngsters from all parts of the country and abroad connect, seeking answers to questions of life and learning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's learning and teaching mantra: involve, internalize, associate and visualize. He calls on all to resolve to achieve dreams, reinforces positive motivation as a key tool for growth and development of youngsters. Centre gives go-ahead for COVID vaccinations at workplace from 11th of April, issues guidelines regarding vaccination protocols. Complete lockdown meanwhile in Raipur from 9th to 19th of April. Night curfew across Punjab also announced. Union Health Minister sets record straight on vaccination, says as long as the supply of vaccines remains limited, there is no option but to prioritize. Slam statements made by public representatives in Maharashtra about shortage of vaccines, says it is an attempt to divert attention from state government's repeated failures to control the spread of pandemic. Union Cabinet approves production-linked incentive scheme for air conditioners and LED lights. Incentives worth rupees 6,238 crore to be provided over 5 years for manufacturing of these products in India. Production-linked incentive scheme also announced for national program on high-efficiency solar PV modules. In other news, Reserve Bank of India keeps repo rate unchanged at 4%, announcing its bi-monthly monetary policy, the first for the financial year 2021-22 amidst pandemic. RBI maintains growth trajectory of 10.5% in financial year 2022. And in poll-bound West Bengal, campaigning for fourth phase of assembly elections on in full swing. Senior BJP leader Amit Shah holds 4 road shows with a clarion call. The TMC has lost the poll battle. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee holds rally in Cooch Behar, politicizes deployment of forces at polling centres. In other news, Iran and US agree on path back to nuclear deal. 2 working groups to be set up to try to get both countries back into compliance with 2015 Iran nuclear deal. Meanwhile, Iran and world powers to meet on Friday for more talks. So this was one of those interactions and the interactive programs helmed by Honorable Prime Minister that every youngster, particularly the school-going student, wanted to be part of. The fourth version of Pariksha Pe Charcha with Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi concluded a while back. On popular demand, this time the Prime Minister's massively popular interaction not only had students but also parents and teachers and educators being very important part or integral part of the interaction. And needless to say, viewers, Pariksha Pe Charcha outreach of Prime Minister has only moved from strength to strength. Remember, the first edition of the interaction program was held way back on on 16th of February 2018. In fact, earlier Prime Minister also released a revised edition of his book titled Exams Warriors, which offers suggestions to students and to parents on dealing with examination pressure and stress. And today, the fourth edition of the Prime Minister's Interaction Program drew once again overwhelming response. Take a look at what the Prime Minister had to say about the success and failures in life and much more.
Sir, in the exam season, what scares us more is that what happens after exam. What will happen if our result does not come so good? Is failure in examination is actually the failure in our life too?
अरे यार ऐसा कैसे सोचते हो हैं? अगर आप एग्जाम वॉरियर किताब पढ़ते तो ये सारे सवालों के जवाब आप खुद ही लोगों को दे देते। लेकिन आपका सवाल महत्वपूर्ण है और शायद ऐसे सवाल बार बार उठते भी हैं और बार बार जवाब देने भी होते हैं। एक बार कहने से बात बनने वाली नहीं है। और मैं ये बात पूरे खुले मन से कहना चाहता हूं कि दुर्भाग्य से शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में और पारिवारिक जीवन में सोचने का दायरा इतना सिमट गया है। परीक्षा में आपके जो नंबर आए वो आपकी योग्यता का पैमाना नहीं हो सकते। भारत ही नहीं, दुनिया में आप ऐसे बहुत से सफल लोगों को देखेंगे जो क्लास में नंबरों में भले अच्छे नहीं थे, लेकिन आज वो अपनी फील्ड में सर्वश्रेष्ठ हैं। ये परीक्षा सिर्फ एक पड़ाव है। इस परीक्षा में नंबर कम आने का मतलब ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपके जीवन में बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हो गया। हाँ, भविष्य में आपको जिस एक चीज से आपको बचकर रहना चाहिए उसके बारे में मैं आपको जरूर बताऊंगा। एक नई तरह की कुरीति आ रही है समाज में, जिसे हम डेस्टिनेशन फीवर कह सकते हैं। मतलब दूसरे अगर किसी एक डेस्टिनेशन पर हैं तो उन्हें देखकर अपना डायरेक्शन तय करना। आपका कोई रिश्तेदार कहीं जाकर सफल हुआ, आपको लगता है वहां जाकर आप भी सफल हो जाएंगे। कोई असफल हुआ तो आपको लगता है हम भी उसी फील्ड में गए तो असफल हो जाएंगे। हमें लगता है वो स्टूडेंट इस दिशा में गया, इस क्षेत्र में गया, ये बना, उस क्षेत्र में उसने ये नाम कमाया तो हम भी वही करेंगे, तभी हमारा जीवन सफल होगा। ये सोच सही नहीं है दोस्तों। इसी सोच का परिणाम है कि बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स इतने तनाव में जी रहे हैं। आप जो पढ़ते हैं वो आपके जीवन की सफलता और विफलता का पैमाना सिर्फ यही एकमात्र नहीं हो सकता। आप जो जीवन में करेंगे वो आपकी सफलता और असफलता को तय करेंगे। आप लोगों के प्रेशर, सोसाइटी के प्रेशर, माता पिता के प्रेशर, इन सब से बाहर निकलिए। हमें पोटेंशियल को जानने के लिए मैदान में कूदना ही पड़ता है। मुझे लगता है कि आपको अपना जवाब मिल गया।
So Prime Minister talked almost about everything beyond education, life skills and much more. And let's quickly talk more about Pariksha Pe Charcha, the larger picture, the biggest takeaways 2021, the fourth edition, and we're very glad to have on the show tonight Dr. Sanyam Bharadwaj from CBSE. He's the Controller of Examination from CBSE. We're also joined by Pushpa Rani Yadav, Principal, Kendra Vidyalaya from Jarakpuri. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us. Amrita Jain, one of the parents who was also part of the Pariksha Pe Charcha, this version of it, and Suhan Saigal. Suhan Saigal is the 9th class student. He also joins us on the show. We can see Suhan smiling. First of all, a very, very warm welcome to all the panelists on the show. Suhan, I would like to come to you. Suhan, I would like to come to you first. How was this experience? We're going to play out that clip where you also interacted with the Prime Minister. What was the question that you asked? How did you feel? What are your thoughts on the answers that the Prime Minister gave you? Tell us more about it.
मैंने जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से जो प्रश्न पूछा था वो यह था कि जब हम किसी प्रश्न का उत्तर याद करते हैं तो वह हमें अच्छे से याद हो जाता है, लेकिन जब हम स्कूल में लिखना शुरू करते हैं तो हम अचानक से सब कुछ भूल जाते हैं। और मोदी जी ने इसका बहुत अच्छा उत्तर दिया कि जब तक हमारे मन में डर होगा, किसी चीज की चिंता होगी, तब तक हम अच्छे से कुछ भी नहीं कर पाएंगे। हम जब एग्जाम देने जा रहे होते हैं तो सारा डर, सारी टेंशन हमें बाहर छोड़ के जानी चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर हम डर के साथ एग्जाम देंगे तो हमें जो आता होगा हम वो भी भूल जाएंगे।
जैसे कहते हैं ना, डर के आगे जीत है। तो जब प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आपका इस सवाल का जवाब दिया, आपको कैसा लगा? और अब जब आप अगली बार अपने एग्जाम्स देने जाएंगे तो आप बिल्कुल डर के साथ नहीं जाएंगे, प्रधानमंत्री की मैसेज के साथ जाएंगे?
जी जी बिल्कुल।
सुहान, थोड़ा और बताइए, अगर आपने जो पूरा ये जो फोर्थ वर्जन था परीक्षा पे चर्चा का, आई एम श्योर यू मस्ट हैव वॉच्ड इट ऑन द टेलीविजन, क्या कुछ थॉट्स रहे आपके जब आप पूरा प्रोग्राम देख रहे थे, जिस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री जी ने स्टूडेंट्स के साथ इंटरेक्ट किया, उस आउटरीच को ऑलमोस्ट हर टॉपिक पे उन्होंने बात की?
मुझे ये प्रोग्राम देखते हुए और मोदी जी से प्रश्न पूछते हुए बहुत अच्छा लगा। ये ऐसा था कि जैसे सपना साकार हो गया हो, क्योंकि हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी स्वयं मेरे सामने थे और मैंने उनसे प्रश्न पूछा और उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से उत्तर भी दिया उससे। और बाकी बच्चों ने भी, बाकी पेरेंट्स ने, टीचर्स ने भी बहुत अच्छे अच्छे प्रश्न पूछे कि जैसे अगर हम जो बच्चे होते हैं वो जंक फूड की तरफ ज्यादा जाते हैं, किसी ने पूछा हम किसी विषय को याद नहीं कर पाते, तो सबने बहुत ही अच्छे प्रश्न भी पूछे और मोदी जी ने सबका बहुत ही अच्छा उत्तर भी दिया।
यस, Sohan, अब हमारे साथ बने रहिए. I'm going to come back to you in a bit. Meanwhile, let me go across to Amrita Jain, one of the parents who also, in fact, had that rare honor of interacting with the Prime Minister. Ms. Jain, well, what was your question? Why did you ask that particular question? And thoughts about Prime Minister's answers on your question?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So my question was related to health, basically junk food and all that inclination of children towards junk food. Because the whole thing, this whole discussion somewhere is we are talking about success. We all are running after success. But we don't realize that the basic foundation of success is mental and physical health. एंड जैसे हमारे बड़े बुजुर्ग कह के गए हैं कि दिल का रास्ता पेट से जाता है, सिमिलरली आई बिलीव दैट हमारे सक्सेस का रास्ता हमारी मेंटल और फिजिकल हेल्थ से जाता है. बट कंसिडरिंग हमारी जो लाइफस्टाइल है, देयर इज सो मच चेंज एंड वी आर रियली रनिंग आफ्टर अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रेंडी थिंग्स एंड उसमें काफी चेंज आ गया है हमारे खाने पीने में. So that's why, and having kids and looking their inclination, it really bothers me about their health. So that's why I asked this question about health. And the answer he gave me was very interesting. It was just like, first of all, having an answer from a prime minister, such a significant and important person of the country. So any Tom, Dick, Harry answering your question is a altogether different matter. But when the prime minister tells you some solution for some of your silliest question, probably, it really leaves a bigger impact on you, the children, and all the people who are watching the show. So coming back to the answer, what he gave me, it was a very, very nice answer. I think I was completely satisfied because it was like hitting 3 birds in 1 stone. He said, he suggested you should involve children in the kitchen. Then you should have a discussion and have activities around it.
Right.
Which he suggested, like, for one of the students' answer, he suggested that in the free time, you should really to de-stress yourself and to involve yourself.
I'll briefly interrupt you here, since we're talking about your question and Prime Minister's answer to that. In fact, Prime Minister interacted with the parents across the country, viewers.
Yes.
We're talking about that as well. And now let's listen to what he had to say when a troubled mother asked Prime Minister about junk food.
मेरा सवाल परीक्षा पे आधारित नहीं है, पर कृपया करके आप इस पे हंसिएगा नहीं। आजकल के बच्चे प्रॉपर खाना नहीं खाना चाहते, सारा टाइम चिप्स, चॉकलेट और जंक पे उनका ध्यान रहता है।
सुनीता पॉल जी ने लिखा है, सर हमारे बच्चों को हम जो टिफिन में देते हैं वे उस चीज को खाते नहीं और हमेशा फास्ट फूड खाने की जिद करते हैं। कृपया इस मुद्दे पर हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें। मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा हूं कि मैं ये सारे सवाल सुनकर के मुस्कुराऊं या जोरों से हंस पड़ूं। खाना पकाने की हमारी जो प्रक्रिया है, किचन की जो एक्टिविटी है, वो घर के बाकी सदस्यों को पता होनी चाहिए कि कितनी मेहनत करने के बाद खाना पकता है। दूसरा, आज के जमाने में खाने पीने की बहुत सारी वेबसाइट है, हेल्दी फूड की भी कोई कमी नहीं है। क्या हम इनसे भी जानकारियां जुटाकर ऐसी चीजों को लेकर कोई गेम डेवलप कर सकते हैं? तीसरा, आप टीचर से रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं कि आप बच्चों में ये क्या आपको तकलीफ हो रही है, खास करके खाने के विषय में, टीचर को समझाइए, टीचर को विश्वास में लीजिए। अब देखिए, टीचर बड़ी कुशलता से कथा कहते कहते, बात करते करते, हंसी मजाक में उसके दिमाग में भर देगा कि ये क्यों करना चाहिए। और टीचर के कहने का बच्चों पर अलग ही असर होता है।
So importance of healthy food and kitchen activity and how to basically deal with parenting issues. Prime Minister almost talked about everything under the sun when it comes to dealing with students. And let's quickly go back to our panelists on Newsnight. In fact, Amrita, well, so what do we have to say about that answer, the way Prime Minister, talked about that one? But very quickly, your thoughts on the other questions that were directly or indirectly related with the troubles with parenting, the normal issues at every parent, conference on daily basis, and the way Prime Minister dealt with it. Amrita.
I think it was really amazing. The way he was candid about lots of questions, the kind of solutions he gave to parents, teachers, everyone. In fact, the answer he gave me, that was also somewhere indirectly an answer that suggests for a de-stressing activity. The entire event is focusing on, reducing the fear and stress around the exams. So I think every answer, even the answer he gave to my question, also suggests somewhere when you come together, talk about food, cook together, and have a comfortable discussion, that also reduces stress and builds the bond between parents and students. And the other answer he gave about teacher, that also I really liked, because students really follow the teachers, spending the whole day with them. So I really like that way of approaching to children through teachers a lot. Yes, I like that too. So it's really a very satisfying answer.
Let's see how an educator has to respond to that one. In fact, Pushpa Rani Yadav, Principal, Kendriya Vidyalaya Janakpuri, is with us. Ma'am, good evening. Thank you for joining us on Newsnight. The role of educator, the bond that a student shares with the teachers, the educators, the time spent, that connect, and Prime Minister's thoughts on that aspect, because this was one of those versions where the teaching fraternity also had a opportunity to interact with the Prime Minister. Your thoughts on overall fourth version, especially from educators' point of view, the examination stress busters and the way Prime Minister dealt with that issue in this version.
Hello everyone, good evening. Am I audible?
Yes ma'am, please go ahead.
Yes. First of all, I congratulate everyone on this occasion of World Heart Day, and I am very happy that on this day our Prime Minister has chosen to express his heart's emotions and the views. and he opened his heart to the children of this nation, who are future generation. And as Amrita ma'am said, he has told so many things about a child and how a child should grow into a responsible person who may lead his life with success and with meaning. And as a principal, I would like to answer your question. As you have said, how do I see? When I listen to our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi ji, I am overwhelmed every time, because I have seen him directly in every program we have gone with our students, and we have seen him talking to students in a very natural way. And I feel that he talks on every aspect in such a natural way that he knows everything. He's a wonderful teacher. He's a great leader, and he's a wonderful teacher also. And he's a wonderful student also. When he talks from the point of view of student, he very skillfully suggests so many things to the parent, to the teacher, to the system. And when he talks from the point of view of teacher, then very beautifully he suggests so many things to the student, how the student has to take the teacher's words, and how the student has to take the examination, studies, and all other problems of life in general. And he is very smart, I would say, and we need a smart leader in this time. And I was very impressed by our Prime Minister when he answered the question of that student who said that 1 year of my life has been proved as meaningless. So he said that it is not meaningless, because life is not about only literacy or the education, and there are difficult situations in our life at any time, at any point of time in life. We may be faced with a situation that may be difficult, that may be new, that may be challenging. And in real sense, education prepares our children for that. It is not only about accumulation of knowledge.
There's also something very special about the kind of chord that the Prime Minister, has managed to strike with the students, not only this fourth version, but in the previous versions of Pariksha Pe Charcha as well, that connect that Prime Minister establishes with the students community. In fact, I'm going to request all of you to please stay with us, because remember, PM has also talked about the generation gap, and that's something that Prime Minister talked about in this version of Pariksha Pe Charcha. Generation gap, another issue parents, teachers and students mostly struggle with, and this is how Prime Minister Modi took on that tricky issue. Listen in.
Yes, he has pointed out towards
नई पीढ़ी की एक बच्चे के तौर पर हम अपने पेरेंट्स और अपने बीच की जनरेशन गैप को हमेशा कम करना चाहते हैं। तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब, हम ये किस प्रकार कर सकते हैं? कृपया अपने मार्गदर्शन दीजिए।
मुझे पेरेंट्स से इस विषय पर बात करनी है। एक बात जो पेरेंट्स को डिसाइड करनी है, क्या वो बुढ़ापे की ओर जाना चाहते हैं या फिर अपनी उम्र कम करना चाहते हैं। और आप भी बेटा अपने मम्मी पापा को जरूर ये सवाल पूछना। अगर पेरेंट्स बुढ़ापे की तरफ जाना चाहते हैं तो बेशक अपने बच्चों के साथ डिस्टेंस बना लें, गैप बढ़ाते रहें। अगर आपको नवजीवन की ओर आगे बढ़ना है, अपनी उम्र घटानी है, युवा बने रहना है, तो आप अपने बच्चों के साथ गैप कम कीजिए, क्लोजनेस बढ़ाइए। ये आपके फायदे वाला है। जैसे ही बच्चा थोड़ा बड़ा होता है तो एक लेवल पर मेंटेलिटी ऐसी हो जाती है कि माँ बाप बच्चे को डोमिनेट करना चाहते हैं, बच्चे को हर चीज सिखाना चाहते हैं। अचानक जो दोस्त थे वो दोस्त न रहकर बच्चे के इंस्ट्रक्टर बन जाते हैं और कभी कभी इंस्पेक्टर भी बन जाते हैं। आप इंस्ट्रक्टर बनकर उसे सुबह से शाम तक क्या करना है ये मत समझाइए। बार बार ये मत पूछिए कि मैंने ये कहा था, क्या क्या किया। बस अपनी आंखें खुली रखिए, कान खुले रखिए, उस पर ध्यान रखिए। उसमें सुधार से जुड़ी जो बातें आपने रजिस्टर की हैं, जो आपको ठीक नहीं लगा, उसे ठीक करने के लिए बहुत विचार करके एक एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करिए, ताकि उसे खुद ही लगे कि वो कहाँ गलत कर रहा है। जब माँ बाप बच्चों के साथ हम उम्र बनकर ही जुड़ते हैं तो कोई इश्यू नहीं होता है। जैसे बच्चा कोई नया गाना सुन रहा है, कोई नया म्यूजिक सुनकर आनंद ले रहा है, तो आप भी उसके साथ उस आनंद में शामिल होने की कोशिश करिए। आप उसको मत कहो कि 30 साल पहले हमारे जमाने में तो वो गाना था, हम वो बजाएंगे। नहीं, ऐसा मत करो। वो जो गाना उसको पसंद है, आप उससे जुड़िए, आनंद लीजिए ना। ये समझने की कोशिश तो करिए कि आखिर ऐसा क्या है उस गाने में कि आपका बच्चा उसे पसंद कर रहा है। लेकिन होता क्या है कि हम देखते हैं ठीक इसी समय कुछ माता पिता ये कहने लगते हैं कि ये क्या बेकार का गाना सुन रहे हो, असली म्यूजिक तो हमारे समय में होता था। अब तो जो बनता है वो सिर्फ शोर शराबा होता है। होता क्या है कि बच्चा आप पर आकर के आपको कोई बात बताता है। वो बताता है कि आज स्कूल में हमने ये किया, तो कहीं आप अपनी ही कहानी लेकर तो नहीं बैठ जाते हैं कि अरे ये तो ऐसे ही, क्या है, क्या नई चीज़ है, ये तो वैसा ही है। अपने बच्चे के साथ उसकी जनरेशन की बातों में उतनी ही दिलचस्पी दिखाइएगा, आप उसके आनंद में शामिल होंगे तो आप देखिएगा जनरेशन गैप कैसे खत्म हो जाती है।
Let's quickly go across to our panel once again and let's get in Dr. Sanyam Bharadwaj, Controller of Examination CBSE, into the discussion. Thank you very much, Mr. Bharadwaj, for joining us on Newsnight. Just ahead of the examination, the updated version of the Exam Warriors by Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, has been released. Just as an educator and keeping, in perspective the larger context of examination, the stress with it, and also keeping in perspective the last 3 versions where Prime Minister has actually talked about the stress management. Your thoughts on it? Is it actually really cutting ice with the students, especially who are appearing in examinations, 10th and 12th boards, and specifically during pandemic times? Is it helping us?
Yes, certainly. Why not? I would certainly say 2 things over here. First is that it is not only the talk with the students and the parents and teachers, teaching community, but it is a journey which he has covered of a child from very beginning to the good citizen of our country. Therefore, he had covered all the kind of question. Let's starting from eating habits which are in the child during the childhood. Now coming to the living of life or facing the challenges in the life. Parents are running behind the student or the war or the weak memory of the students, that they are forgetting the replies which are remembered by them or understood by them. And thereafter, certainly the gap which he wanted to reduce between the parents and the students. And finally, I would say he had gone for the good result and the bad result also after the examination, and thereafter Saksham Bharat. So what is not over there? Each and every part of the life of a student was over there. And I would certainly say that this version was extremely different from each earlier version of the Pariksha Pe Charcha, because this time the Prime Minister was in touch with the main stakeholder in a family, that is the parents, the main stakeholder in the school community, that is the teacher, so that both are coming all together. They are understanding how we have to behave, how we have to manage a student when he is going to prepare for the examination, or otherwise also during the entire life when they are with the student. And see, the one very beautiful thing which he had said for reducing the gap between the 2 generations, I would certainly say that the gap with me and my father was the same which I am having with my son. So, but the thought process has changed entirely. He said that we have to be with the child only. We have to see that how and why that boy is listening or liking the new music.
Right.
From my point of view, I would say it is not the new music which I am enjoying. I am enjoying the company of my son with me. So every aspect has been covered by the Honorable Prime Minister, and certainly this is going to benefit to the entire nation, all teaching community, all the student community, not in India.
It's such an out-of-the-box idea. You pointed out how different particularly has been this particular installment of Pariksha Pe Charcha. In fact, I'm requesting you to stay with us. Pushpa Rani Yadav, Amrita as well as Sohan, please stay with us. Let's also take a look at other things that Prime Minister touched upon. Now, remember how we all hated memorizing tables and those tedious history dates, but Prime Minister had an easy and practical solution to this problem as well. He talked about, in fact, he simplified it further. He said, internalize, associate and visualize, and you will certainly remember. Take a look.
दिव्यांका नमस्कार। दिव्यांका क्या पढ़ती हो?
जी सर, मैं कॉमर्स की छात्रा हूँ।
और पुष्कर की ही रहने वाली हो?
जी सर।
अच्छा बताइए दिव्यांका, क्या सवाल था आपके मन में?
सर, मेरे कुछ मित्र ऐसे हैं जिनकी मेमोरी एवरेज है। वे किसी भी विषय को कितना भी पढ़ ले, वे परीक्षा में उसे याद नहीं रख पाते हैं। सर, वे ऐसा क्या करें कि वे उस विषय को याद रख सके?
अच्छा, तो आपको मेमोरी की जड़ी बूटी चाहिए।
जी सर।
देखिए दिव्यांका, आप सबसे पहले अपनी डिक्शनरी से इस शब्द को डिलीट कर दीजिए। आप सोचिए ही नहीं कि आपके पास याद करने की शक्ति नहीं है। अगर आप खुद से जुड़ी कुछ घटनाओं को देखें तो आपको पता चलेगा कि वास्तव में आपको बहुत सारी चीजें याद रहती हैं। आपको जो पसंद है, क्या इन चीजों को याद रखने के लिए आपने कभी कोशिश की थी? वो बातें जिनसे आप पूरी तरह जुड़ गए हैं, मग्न हो गए हैं, वो बातें जो आपका हिस्सा बन गई हैं, आपके विचार प्रवाह का हिस्सा बन गई हैं, उन्हें आप कभी नहीं भूलते हैं। दूसरे शब्दों में कहूं तो ये मेमोराइज नहीं है, एक्चुअली ये इंटरनलाइज है। अब जन गण मन हर कोई गाता है, लेकिन क्या कभी आपने जनगण मन गाते समय आपने उस राष्ट्रगान के साथ देश में ट्रैवल किया क्या? यानी इन्वॉल्व, इंटरनलाइज, एसोसिएट और विजुलाइज।
Okay, let's go back to our panel and I'm going to quickly go across to Amrita and Sohan. Sohan, आपके पास पहले आना चाहूंगी। ये जो मेमोरी वाला जो पॉइंट है, आप स्टूडेंट है, मैं भी अपने टाइम पे स्टूडेंट रह चुकी हूँ। वी हैव गॉन थ्रू दोज प्रॉब्लम्स, मेमोराइजिंग टेबल्स, हिस्ट्री डेट्स, चैप्टर्स एक्सेट्रा। जिस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इतना सिंप्लीफाई तरीके से मेमोरी जड़ी बूटी के बारे में बात की, आपका क्या कहना है उस पर? इज इट हेल्पिंग यू एंड मेनी ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स ऑल्सो?
जी, मोदी जी ने बिल्कुल सही कहा है कि किसी चीज को याद रखने के लिए हमें ये बिल्कुल नहीं सोचना है उससे पहले कि ये मुझसे शायद हो पाएगा, नहीं हो पाएगा, मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा या नहीं हो पाएगा। हमें बस ये सोचना चाहिए कि हाँ, मैं कर सकता हूँ और ये मुझे करना है। तो या फिर हम ये कर सकते हैं कि जो भी चीज हमें मुश्किल लग रही है लर्न करने में, याद रखने में, तो हम उसे कुछ और इंटरेस्टिंग बना सकते हैं, जैसा मोदी जी ने बताया।
सोहान, एक आखिरी सवाल, आप अपने फ्रेंड्स के लिए जो ये शो देख रहे हैं उनके लिए, स्पेशली ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर जी के लिए, क्या कोई स्पेशल मैसेज देना चाहेंगे शो के जरिए? सोहान,
मैं बस यही कहना चाहूंगा कि मोदी जी से बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा, और एक चीज और कहना चाहूंगा कि मेरा जो जन्मदिन है वो मोदी जी के जन्मदिन के साथ ही है, 17 सितंबर को।
Okay.
तो जी
All right, Suhan. Thank you so much. Amrita, coming to you. Well, your thoughts, your final word. I mean, if you could just quickly sum it up.
Yes, definitely. I think, yes, even I, like Suhan, is overwhelmed and overexcited to get this opportunity to talk with him. And this particular event, I think it's very, very important because it perfectly weaves all the important aspect of a child's life, that is studies, teachers, and parents. And he has, through lots of examples, small quirky tips, he has given ways how we can break the stress.
Well, this is going to be an experience for you to cherish for the rest of your life, unless you get another opportunity and honor to deal to interact with the Prime Minister.
I think yes. I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight. One, and second, I'm really wondering more about that. Will I actually get another chance? Because after such successful events, there'll be lots and lots of other parents who will be participating in this, and teachers. So yes, I think I should not be so greedy, and others should get a chance too. But I really thoroughly enjoyed this and got all the perfect answers for what I wanted to question about.
Okay, and Dr. Sanyam Bharadwaj, final word. It's a mammoth exercise and it's only moving from strength to strength. But overall, as an educator, you think this is, it's actually evolved into a big movement where you're bringing every student under one roof. And in fact, one of the other firsts in this particular installment, the 4th edition, was 81 foreign countries and students out there were also able to participate in this exercise. So this is getting global.
Yeah, this is very, very important because I would say it is not the responsibility of the parent only now these days to take care of the student or their ward for preparing for the life, preparing for the examination. But Prime Minister has taken the responsibility and he's ensuring that no, he is the head of the family, which is known as India. And not only India, I would say when 81 more countries have been included in this mammoth task. So certainly he is the head of all the 81 families, and now he's taking care of each and every child. And what is happening with this? That each and every student is motivated, each and every youth is motivated for performing well, and that too in the period of the COVID only. So his today's presence in the Pariksha Pe Charcha has created the environment today that students are getting ready for appearing in the examination, which shortly is starting from the next month. So I feel that with the open mind, with the stress-free mind, they would be able to appear in the examination. Certainly during the remaining period, parents and teachers would also be able to assist to the students and their wards. So this will again support to the student community.
Absolutely. On that note, thank you very much, Dr. Sanyam Bharadwaj, Controller of Examination, CBSE, Pushpa Rani Yadav, Principal, Kendriya Vidyalaya Janakpuri, also Amrita Jain, one of the parents who was part of that Pariksha Pe Charcha 2021, and also many thanks, Suhan Sehgal, all of you for joining us on the show. Thank you. And now let's shift our focus to other news and updates that we are tracking for you on Newsnight. In other news, the Union Cabinet under the chairmanship of Prime Minister approved a production-linked incentive scheme to further firm up manufacturing sector. Now, the PLI scheme aims at boosting domestic manufacturing in the country, and it is a central government initiative to make the indigenous industry globally competitive and also aimed at the production of high-value export-oriented items. Here's a detailed report.
Union Cabinet on Wednesday, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, took important decisions to empower Indian manufacturing sector. Taking another important step towards the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Cabinet approved the production-linked incentive scheme for white goods, that is, air conditioners and LED lights, with a budgetary outlay of 6,238 crore rupees. It also cleared the Ministry of New and Renewable Energies proposal for implementation of the production-linked incentive scheme, National Program on High-Efficiency Solar Photovoltaic Modules for achieving manufacturing capacity of gigawatt scale in high-efficiency solar PV modules with an outlay of 4,500 crore rupees.
35 लाख करोड़ का लगभग मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इकोसिस्टम एडिशनल सिर्फ ये 13 सेक्टर्स में बनेगा, बाकी तो और बहुत सारे अन्य सेक्टर्स में बल दिया जा रहा है जिससे भारत की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग 25% जीडीपी की बन सके, वो हमारा लक्ष्य है।
The cabinet also gave its nod to a memorandum of understanding signed between National Atmospheric Research Laboratory, Department of Space, India, and Research Institute for Sustainable Humanosphere, Kyoto University, Kyoto, Japan. The MOU will enable continued cooperation in areas of atmospheric science and technology, collaborative scientific experiments, and related modeling studies utilizing the research facilities.
एक MOU की भी मंजूरी दी है, वो जापान का एकेडमिक रिसर्च कोऑपरेशन एंड एक्सचेंज और भारत का नेशनल एटमॉस्फेरिक रिसर्च लैब, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ स्पेस, इनके दोनों के बीच हुआ एक अंतरिक्ष समझौते के बारे में मंजूरी दी है.
The prime objective of the PLI scheme is to make manufacturing in India globally competitive by removing sectoral disabilities, creating economies of scale, and ensuring efficiencies. It is designed to create complete component ecosystem in India and make India an integral part of the global supply chains. Bureau Report, DD India.
Moving on, Reserve Bank of India's Governor Shaktikanta Das on Wednesday announced the bi-monthly monetary policy, which is first for the financial year 2021-22. Now, RBI has kept repo rate unchanged at 4%, maintaining an accommodative position. Though the central point of this monetary policy has shifted squarely to growth, but it is cautious about the economic recovery as well, contingent on vaccination, spread of infection, and also normalization of the economic activity. But the good news is that even with the rising uncertainty on the growth front, RBI has said that its growth has maintained the growth trajectory of 10.5% in financial year 2022.
Reserve Bank of India, after a 3-day-long meeting of Monetary Policy Committee, has kept the policy rate unchanged at 4% and voted unanimously to maintain the status quo with an accommodative stance. RBI had kept the key interest rate unchanged for the 5th consecutive meeting.
Continue with the accommodative stance as long as necessary to sustain growth on a durable basis and continue to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on the economy while ensuring that inflation remains within the target going forward. The marginal standing facility, that is MSF rate, and bank rate remain unchanged at 4.2%. The reverse repo rate stands unchanged at 3.35%.
RBI Governor said it has been decided to continue with commodity stand as long as necessary to sustain growth on a durable basis and continue to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on the economy, while ensuring that inflation remains within the target going forward. The RBI has retained the GDP growth of 10.5% for the fiscal year 2022 and said global growth is gradually recovering from slowdown but remains uncertain.
The projection of real GDP growth for 2021-22 is retained at 10.5%, consisting of 26.2% in Q1, 8.3% in Q2, 5.4% in Q3 and 6.2% in Q4 of 21-22. In India, we are now better prepared to meet the challenges posed by this resurgence of infections. Fiscal and monetary authorities stand ready to act in coordinated manner to limit its spillovers to the economy at large and contain its fallout on the ongoing process of recovery.
The RBI Governor said the focus must be on containing spread of coronavirus and economic recovery. He said it expects retail inflation at 5.2% in the first half of the current fiscal and revised downwards the target to 5% for the quarter ended March. Governor concluded his address by appealing all stakeholders in the economy to help fight the menace of pandemic to survive and hope year 2021 to be the harbinger of a new economic era for India. Bureau Report, DD India.
Union Health Minister Harshvardhan has expressed shock over a number of irresponsible statements from state government functionaries in the context of COVID-19 pandemic. And setting the record straight on vaccinations, Union Health Minister said as long as the supply of vaccines remains limited, there is no option but to prioritize. He added that motivated statements on vaccinations have the potential to mislead the public and spread panic. It has become necessary hence to put the record straight. He said he's alarmed by the fact that many state governments have failed to take appropriate response measures and apply the lessons that the nation has learned over the past 1 year of handling this pandemic. Dr. Harshvardhan slammed statements made by public representatives in Maharashtra about shortage of vaccines, saying it is an attempt to divert attention from the state government's repeated failures to control the spread of pandemic. Staying with COVID-19 and vaccination, and at a time when the parts of the country they are witnessing fresh wave of COVID-19 infection, Centre has given go-ahead for COVID vaccinations at workplace from 11th of April. It has issued guidelines regarding vaccination protocols as well. A complete lockdown has been announced in Raipur in Chhattisgarh from 9th to 19th of April. Punjab has also declared a night curfew across the state. Here's more.
In a significant decision, the centre has allowed vaccinations at workplace and asked the states to prepare for giving shots. It has issued guidelines regarding vaccination protocols to the state in this regard. Vaccination sessions can begin in the states and union territories from the 11th of April. With over 1 lakh cases being recorded in a single day across the country, the nation is witnessing a surge in positive cases. Whereas the vaccination process across the nation is also picking up pace. The cumulative number of COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country has crossed 8.70 crores on Wednesday. However, 1,15,736 new cases registered in the last 24 hours is becoming a cause of great concern.
करंट वेव है ये बहुत तेज़ी से फैल रही है और पहले से भी ज़्यादा स्पीड है इसका। पहले जो ओल्ड एज ग्रुप के पेशेंट ज़्यादा आ रहे थे, 60 साल से ज़्यादा उम्र वाले, क्योंकि 60 साल से ज़्यादा उम्र के लोगों को ऑलरेडी वैक्सीन लग चुका है, तो इस बार हमने देखा कि यंग पेशेंट्स ज़्यादा आ रहे हैं।
8 states, including Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Kerala have shown a rise in the COVID daily new cases. 80.70% of the new cases are reported from these 8 states. Amid rising cases in the state, Punjab has imposed night curfew from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. till 30th of April. It has banned gatherings. Punjab records 61 daily deaths due to the virus. Meanwhile, the Delhi High Court has made it mandatory to wear mask for car drivers even if they are driving alone.
15-20 दिन से, ये 3 हफ्ते से काफ़ी केसेस बढ़े हैं दिल्ली के अंदर। एक टाइम पर ऐसा था कि 200 से 200 से नीचे आ गए थे, आजकल ये 5000 प्लस पहुंच गए हैं। हॉस्पिटल के अंदर भी दिल्ली सरकार बेड बढ़ा रही है। पिछले 3 दिन के अंदर 2000 से ज़्यादा बेड बढ़ चुके हैं और आने वाले 2-3 दिन के अंदर 2 से 2500 बेड और बढ़ जाएंगे।
Madhya Pradesh has banned bus services to and from Chhattisgarh in order to check the spread of the virus. Chhattisgarh government has declared entire Raipur district as containment zone with effect from the 9th of April. All Raipur borders will also remain closed.
उक्त अवधि में रायपुर जिले की सभी सीमाएं सील रहेगी। केवल मेडिकल दुकानों को अपने निर्धारित समय में खुलने की अनुमति होगी।
In Uttar Pradesh, Village Monitoring Committee and Mohalla Monitoring Committee have been formed to oversee the movements in respective areas.
अभी फिर से उन सबों को सक्रिय किया गया है ताकि जो लोग भी बाहर से आ रहे हैं, जिन प्रांतों में ज़्यादा संक्रमण है, वहाँ से जो लोग आ रहे हैं वो अपनी जांच अवश्य करवाएं और जब तक कि वो पूर्णतया स्वस्थ नहीं हो जाते हैं अपने घर से बाहर न निकलें।
Karnataka has imposed Section 144 across the state. Authorities have prohibited the operation of swimming pools, gymnasiums and party halls. In view of increasing number of cases across the country, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with the Chief Ministers on current COVID-19 situation and vaccination strategy on Thursday evening. Bureau Report, DD India.
In other news, U.S. Special Presidential Envoy on Climate John Kerry called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Kerry conveyed greetings of President Biden to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister fondly recalled his recent interactions with President Biden, including during the Quad Leaders Summit, and requested Kerry to convey his best wishes to President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Kerry briefed Prime Minister on his fruitful and productive discussions over the last 2 days in India. He positively noted India's climate actions, including its ambitious renewable energy plans. He briefed the Prime Minister about the upcoming Leaders Summit on Climate, scheduled for 22nd-23rd April 2021. Well, today is World Health Day, and 2021 theme is Building a Fairer, Healthier World. Extending greetings on World Health Day, Prime Minister reiterated government's commitment to support research and innovate in healthcare space, and also urged people of the country to focus on fighting COVID-19 and maintaining protocols as well. Meanwhile, WHO this year has noted that how COVID-19 has highlighted the unequitable access to healthy life and health services than others, entirely due to the conditions in which they live. Hence, World Health Day is a sort of reminder for various governments globally to ensure health equity and health access to all. Here's a report.
To raise awareness about the overall health and well-being of people across the globe, every year April 7 marks World Health Day. Health Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan, who is the chairman of the executive board of the WHO, addressed the WHO Southeast Asia Regional Office through a video conference. Speaking on the occasion, the health minister reiterated India's ancient philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, exalting the entire world as one family on the guiding principle behind Vaccine Maitri. He also stressed that India has provided universal health coverage based on a strong foundation of primary healthcare services.
The assurance of access to secondary and tertiary care for more than 500 million of our citizens is a remarkable step towards equitable provision of healthcare services. We need to take even more concerted and focused actions to address inequities to build a healthier India and, on similar lines, a healthier world.
In indirect talks in Vienna, the US and Iran agreed to try to synchronize Washington's lifting of sanctions and Iran's limiting of uranium enrichment. Here's a report.
Iran and the United States held indirect talks in Vienna on Tuesday as part of broader negotiations to revive the 2015 nuclear deal between Tehran and global powers. Iran and world powers will meet on Friday after their experts flesh out concrete plans on how the United States would lift sanctions and Iran return to its obligations.
These discussions in Vienna, even though we are not meeting directly with the Iranians, as we have said, it is a welcome step, it is a constructive step, it is a potentially useful step as we seek to determine what it is that the Iranians are prepared to do to return to compliance with the stringent limitations under the 2015 deal, and as a result, what we might need to do to return to compliance ourselves.
I think it was constructive and in the right track. It's too soon to say that it has been successful. That would be known after the work of the working groups. But of course we are hopeful. If we were not hopeful, we would have not been here.
And we'll leave you with this campaign launched by UNHRC calling for support for the refugees team at the Olympic Games. Stay tuned to DD India. Meanwhile, we'll be back tomorrow same time. Good night.